wrong with a little Metallica here and there? That song is called Battery, and that's a really good song. I really like that intro, so I thought I'd make them. I made a shit ton of intros too. The other day I was sitting there, I was bored. I'm like, well, you know what? I think I must make a bunch of intros today. So I did, and you're gonna get to hear them because I'm just gonna include them on like every single video that I make. So that's awesome. And this time I actually have something to talk about instead of just ranting and raving. I was laying there, I couldn't sleep at night. I've actually been having a huge problem with that, but I'll get into that later. And I was sitting there thinking, I'm like, wonder what I could do for this show. And I was sitting there just kind of like thinking about like a whole bunch of different ideas that I can have, and I came up with a couple of them. And topic number one are plastic bitches. Like, as weird as that sounds, it's basically like those chicks that just think they're like they live up in Beverly Hills, but they don't actually. It's really weird. It's just like, well, you know what I'm talking about, like that like, oh my god kind of things. And I'm never doing that impression again for you guys, but it's, you know, it's just one of those kind of situations where it's just like, I don't know, it's just they're attractive, they know they're attractive, and they sure as hell abuse those looks to get everything, to get suckers like me to do anything they want for them. And I was the biggest sucker for that. Honestly, there's this one girl that I liked, and I thought she was just absolutely drop dead gorgeous. Yeah, lesson learned. Yeah, anyway, I walked away from that situation, thankfully. But anyway, so it's just a couple of examples like this I can use from work. It's just because I work in a restaurant, right? So of course they're gonna hire attractive people for, well, obvious reasons. You get better tips, you get all those sorts of reasons, right? So I notice a lot of them half the time come up and they try to get like a little flirty look on their face when they do it, and it's just like wow, seriously? Like, I'm not trying to impress you or anything like that. Like, just talk to me like a normal person. I don't know, it's just kind of getting on my nerves lately. I just hate how girls abuse their looks to get guys to do things for them. I just think it's absolutely just so shitty. It's really frustrating for me. Sorry, I can go on for a long time about that. But yeah, I definitely learned from my mistake there. And actually, the next thing I got written down here is how failure, wow, no pun intended, can lead to success. And I don't know, I've always had like a bit of a Buddhist mentality, I guess if you want to put it that way. I look at everything in life as a specific challenge and or a set of problems that we're supposed to overcome. And whether that's, and it's kind of like learning from each experience in life to help you expand to be a bigger and better person. As weird as that sounds, I don't know, you can judge me all you want. I really don't give a shit, but just keep the verdict to yourself. So it's just, there's, okay, let's say we get this chick, and let's say you like her, and then let's go ahead and put yourself in a position where she's stringing you on for a good couple of weeks, and you didn't even know it. But she's got this other guy that she actually does like, that she's stringing you on because she just thinks that you're going to be there for her regardless. And I think that's why women do it mostly. But the second you find out that she kind of sort of else has a boyfriend, personally I would just back up from that. A lot of guys are just charging even harder and just be like, hey, so what about me, kind of thing. Now, I don't know, however you want to come across that is your own, I guess it's your own way to tackle it, personally. But I would just, I'm a bit of a pacifist. I would just kind of just sit back and be like, alright, you know what, she's not for me, because if she's doing this when even we aren't in a relationship, just imagine the things that she would be doing if we were. I don't know, that's just the way I look at it. I could be crazy, but yeah, anyway. So this match, actually kind of late to start talking about the match, but this match was absolutely shitty. I was playing with a buddy, Spencer, and he does really good. He's a really good player, and I'm pretty decent. I'm actually okay. I understand the basics of the game, and, well, mostly. I'm just bragging a little bit. But, so we were sitting there, we were playing. We haven't played together in a long time. I'm like, oh, okay, this is going to be great. We're going to kick so much ass and all this stuff. Next thing you know, boom, guy rage quits. Next thing you know, boom, another guy rage quits. And it's just, Oh, it was absolutely terrible. We just got shit kicked this match. I think by the end of it, it was 5 of them on Spencer and I. Like, we were the only ones that didn't quit. And so, like, by the end of it, when they got into our base, Spencer and I, we actually started kind of taking out a couple of them. It was actually really good. It was really surprising. But, well, obviously we didn't stand a chance whatsoever. So we were just kind of just playing until they finally came in and destroyed the Nexus. But it was fun, nevertheless. I mean, it's like, if you can get shit kicked and having fun while doing it, you know you're doing something right. That's just the way I like to look at it anyway. But yeah. Now I don't even know what else I want to talk about, because I went through my topics already. Ooh, what music has done for me. Music has done so much for me. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's given me a whole new sense and a whole new way to release all this anger, all this rage from myself, all this confusion that I never knew what to do about a certain situation. It took all that away from me, and it helped me find a way to deal with the stress that I had and to vocalize it, so to speak. And I'm not saying like I'm amazing, but compared to when I first started, I'm really good. Like, it's before, and I mean, I'm not in terms of like flow and all this stuff, but I mean in terms of getting my ideas out there and expressed, and it's just kind of, I don't know, it's also different improvements you make, like with anything else, right, if you practice at it. So I don't know. I also bought a skateboard too lately. That's gonna be fun. So that's my summertime hobby, and maybe biking every year or so. But yeah, anyway, that's gonna be fun. But that was my show for the day. I don't know, I kind of ran out of ideas 3/4 of the way through. So please let me know if there's something you want me to talk about, because I obviously can't do it on my own. Peace. Be true. Here's the thought of the day, motherfuckers.